Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Aparri here, and welcome to 50 Things You Didn't Know About Animal Jam. I hope you all are having a great day so far, and before I play the video, I just want to say that I cannot guarantee that you don't know any of these things that I'm about to show you, but hopefully after watching this video, you can learn most of them. So if you can please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up for all the work and effort I put into compiling all these facts together, that would be absolutely amazing. And now let's check out 50 things you didn't know about Animal Jam. The original 6 animals that were in Animal Jam when the game launched were the wolf, the rabbit, the koala, the panda, the tiger, and the monkey. Because the hot cocoa machine gives you so many different options to choose from while making your drink, there are a lot of different possible cocoa combinations that you can get. And the total number of those combinations is 576 different drinks. That is a lot of cocoa. The forest we all know and love today, called Serapia Forest, the place where all the clanners go, used to just be called Serapia without the forest part in the end. Pretty interesting. Monthly member gifts first started being handed out in June 2011, and Legendary Gloves was the first ever monthly member gift prize. The launch date for Animal Jam was September 9th, 2010, just 2 days before the 10-year anniversary of 9/11. The item known in-game today as Cammy's Frog actually has a pretty elaborate backstory, and basically how this item came to be is that one of the developers of Animal Jam's kids, Cammy, actually had a cancer known as leukemia, and while she was in the hospital, she got this frog as a gift for her, and she loved it so much that her dad actually put it into the game. There have been multiple achievements removed from Animal Jam, just 2 being Herbology Expert and One of a Kind. Animal Jam once changed the world map into a 3D version, but after an overwhelming response from the community of hatred for it, they changed it back to the world map that we have today. If you get 8 or more people to dance on the dance floor in Club Geo's, there will actually be a huge disco ball that comes down from the sky. Kimbara Outback was the most recent land that has been added to Animal Jam, and it came out all the way back in July 25th, 2013. And actually, guys, tomorrow is going to be the 3-year anniversary of Kimbara Outback. That's pretty awesome. But what's not awesome is that we haven't gotten another land in 3 years. Like, come on, Animal Jam. I'd rather have another land than another sloth added into the game. If you go to wildworks.com/news, you will see some of the latest Animal Jam statistics to date, and some of the stats that are on there right now are: there has been almost 133 million animal avatars created, there's 60 million pets that have been adopted, 97 million adventures played, 437 million chat messages per month, and also AJ has a global presence in over 225 countries. Those are some pretty insane stats if you ask me. Headdresses came out into stores twice if you don't count when the Rarity Monday headdress came out, and they were taken out of stores for good and have not come back since November of 2011. The highest adventure level you can achieve on one of your animals is level 30. We still don't know if the alpha called Grilly is dead or not, because in the last adventure he appeared in, The Search for Grilly, he stayed behind in an erupting volcano to protect you while you could escape, and when the volcano erupted, to our knowledge, he was still in there, so the question remains, is Grilly dead? Animal Jam surpassed 10 million players in March of 2013, and for doing that, they came out with a special 10 million players banner, and now currently in 2016, they have over 50 million players. So Animal Jam, where's my 50 million banner? If you look closely into the rocket ship window at the entrance of the Soul Arcade, you'll be able to see a faint outline of an alien-like creature. On July 18, 2013, Animal Jam released their first ever mobile game called Tunnel Town, and I'd say it was a pretty popular game for the first month or so that it came out, but now the app Play Wild is pretty much the app where all the AJ players go, and everyone's pretty much forgotten about Tunnel Town. For the most part, every single animal that is released into Animal Jam gets their own alpha and their own name, and the shark alpha is actually named Drake. Yeah, what a good name for an alpha, Animal Jam. I know when that hotline bling. There are 14 different colors of the top hat, including all of the rare ones, the Founder's Hat and the Rainbow Top Hat, and there's also 14 different tail armor colors, the 13 original colors that Animal Jam released as a monthly member gift, and the silver and gold tail armor that AJ released in the Graham's Adventure. The Jama Journal actually used to have a very different look to it than the one that we're used to seeing today, and it also used to have the slogan, "News you can sink your teeth into." All the way back in 2011, Animal Jam actually used to have a feature called the Play Timer, but I think the reason that they took this out is because it was affecting the amount of time that kids were playing the game for, and obviously, like any other company out there, Animal Jam wants you to play their game for as long as possible. Animal Jam used to allow its players to put emojis in the chat, but this feature was taken out for an unknown reason. The Epic Dens list actually used to just be called the Animal Dens list, and the Epic Dens list that we have now updates every single 6 hours. In the beta, Crystal Sands actually used to look way different than it does today. There were no water slides, it was much bigger, and there was also no Tyranny's aquarium in the old Crystal Sands. The 4 original lands in Animal Jam were Jama Township, Serapia, the Lost Temple of Zyos, and Crystal Sands. Crystal Sands is the only land without a shop in it. When you have 4 or more people dancing around the fire pit in Serapia Forest, a huge ghost of Mirror will come flying out of it, and it's actually one of the coolest things I've ever seen in Animal Jam. And also, if you get 4 or more people to sleep in front of the destroyed Zyos sculpture in the Lost Temple of Zyos, there will be 4 or 5 phantoms that come flying out of this purple dust right here, and they have this purple lightning-ish thing on them, and it's actually really cool. The Diamond Shop was released on May 30th, 2013, and when it first came out, the only rare items that were released in it were the tail armors and the legendary gloves. Before the Soul Arcade came out, a story room took its place. Behind the game's best dressed, eat 'em up, and hedgehog in the Soul Arcade, there is a boarded up room or cave, and we don't know what it leads to. Pretty mysterious. There used to be a game symbol on the map for every single game in Jama, and I'm not really sure why they took this feature out. Maybe it's because it made the map too cluttered once they released more games or something. If you turn into a flying animal and then head to the top of the Chamber of Knowledge, you can actually play Swoopy Eagle up here. Yeah guys, this game in the Lost Temple of Zyos is actually one that not a lot of people know about. Animal Jam has released 13 different unique Diamond Shop dens into the game, and they've also released 17 different Diamond Shop animals. So Animal Jam, we already have enough animals and dens, where's the next land? What we now know today as rare spiked collars used to just be known as spiked necklaces. When you go to the cotton candy machine in the summer carnival and then go to make cotton candy, and if you choose the cotton candy in this order, black, white, and then black again, when you're finished, your cotton candy will now turn into a phantom. The pillow room, as seen in Jama Township right next to the Soul Arcade, does not actually show up in Jama Township on the map. The pillow room actually used to be a medical center. Yeah, that's right, the place where all these pillows are used to actually have a lot of equipment in here. And I'm not really sure why they changed it into a pillow room, but they later reintroduced the medical center in Canberra Outback. There have been multiple Rare Item Mondays that have been released for a week in Jammart clothing, rather than just on Monday like they're supposed to, and 2 of those items are the rare backpack and the rare knitted sweater. The first few Rare Item Mondays did not include the rare badge. The most expensive clothing item ever sold was sold in the Epic Wonders, and it was a Rare Item Monday. That item was the rare dragonfly wings, which costed 4,000 gems. Penguins were originally a member animal but were changed to a non-member animal in 2012. The original 3 ocean lands, Crystal Reef, Deep Blue, and Aparri Bay, were all brought into the game on September 15, 2011, and Coney Cove was introduced into Animal Jam approximately 1 month later on October 27, 2011. You can make a secret concoction on Brady Bar's chemistry set if you click on this red thing 3 times, 1, 2, 3, this green thing 3 times, 1, 2, 3, this blue thing 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and this fire thing 3 times, 1, 2, 3. And then all that's left to do is just click on the thing that the water is boiling in, and then there you go, you now have a secret rainbow mixture floating beside your animal. And also, if you have never done this before, then you'll also receive an achievement. The most expensive den in the game for gems is the Fantasy Castle, which costs 7,500 gems, and then the cheapest den is obviously the Small House, which costs 2,000 gems. The Gold Brick is the most expensive den item, costing 10,000 gems, and the cheapest item is the National Geographic Cool Banner, which costs 25 gems. An item known as Scullies is probably one of the most interesting items to ever be released into AJ. They were the first ever tail item to be released into Animal Jam. They were also the first ever item that got deleted from Animal Jam. And then finally, they were the cheapest item that was ever sold in Jammart clothing. The party system that we all know and love today was released on December 15, 2011, and the Host Your Own Party feature came out 4 years later on December 27, 2015. Members couldn't type their own messages on Jammergrams until an update in March 2012. Above the springs in Mount Shavir, there's actually a prehistoric dinosaur frozen in the ice. That dinosaur is called the Plesiosaurus. Graham the Alpha used to actually come and visit the lands in Animal Jam and find jammers that need help and answer their questions. Here's a picture that I got from Snowy Claw's blog of her hanging out with Graham. Pretty cool. I want to thank you guys so much for watching 50 things that you didn't know about Animal Jam. Now go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below about how many of these things did you know. 25%, 50%, 75%, maybe even 100% of these things? Go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below, and I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and hopefully you guys now know a lot more about Animal Jam than any of your friends do. Once again, if you enjoyed, please do me a favor and leave a huge thumbs up on this video. I would really appreciate that. And with that being said, don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.